Hey, what is up, woodchoppers of YouTube? Andrew Rooney here, full-time drummer and drum teacher based right here in Auckland, New Zealand.
I've got a DVD here that Mum recorded from TV shows back home.
Thanks to the mad drumming scientists over at Drumeo, we've had Chad Smith hearing 30 Seconds to Mars for the first time, Larnell Lewis hearing Enter Sandman for the first time, and even Lars Ulrich hearing Miles Davis for the first time. Okay, that one hasn't happened yet, but dreams are free. I know Lars has heard Miles. Today we are diving into Stewart Copeland. Here's Limp Bizkit for the first time. Amazing. Real quick, before we get rolling on today's video, remember I do have a Drumeo playlist with all of these crazy videos in it, with my thoughts on some of those iconic performances. And remember, you as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a completely free 30-day trial over at Drumeo. 30 days free to check out the site, see if it's a good fit for you and your musical education. It's free. On me, go check it out. It's a good way to kickstart your 2025 drumming goals. Now, with that said, let's check it out. It is, I can't believe I'm saying this, Stewart Copeland playing Limp Bizkit. What will they think of next? Let's check it out.
All right, partner.
Oh, no.
Keep on rolling.
No, don't roll it. Don't roll it. Lucky for you, I don't know shit. I don't know any songs.
Let's come back to
Hello,
that.
sports fans. It is your Uncle Stu
come back to
Daddy
that at the end of
here
the video.
in this hellscape of drums and noise and anger.
I love it. I love
I'm
it.
banging shit here. Welcome.
Honestly, I think what I feel for Stewart Copeland these days is love. I think if I wasn't married... Okay, let's just carry on for the video.
To Drumeo. So what's next?
Next up, we're going to give you a song you haven't heard before.
Okay. Where's my trusty drumstick for?
It's a big kit.
I think he's... Oh.
He's mad. He is mad.
Okay, hit me with your mystery song.
All right, Stuart. First of all, I have to ask, have you seen any of the episodes we've done on Drumeo where drummers play songs they haven't heard?
I saw Chad.
Okay, what did you think of the whole thing?
Well, how can you not love Chad?
Agreed.
What the f was that?
They're quite similar. Just not in terms of their playing, but in terms of their personality. Wow. Interesting that he mentioned Chad. Of everybody, he mentioned Chad. I could see those two getting on like a house on fire. I would be a serious third wheel in that lunch or dinner or meetup or drink. Just the energy from these two guys, Chad Smith, Stewart Copeland. Frightening. That was
He's a
killer.
much better drummer than Will Ferrell.
And I've wanted to do this episode with you for a long time, and I think we've got some good options picked.
Okay.
So the rules are, we're going to give you a drumless song, and you can come up with any drum part you want. There's no rules. You can listen to the song a few times. You can make a chart. You can just jam and see what happens.
Chart? Ha!
That's what I thought you'd say.
Ooh.
At the end of the video, we'll play you the original version with the drums, and you can see how close you got or how creative you got.
And I probably won't be that concerned either way.
I love it. All right, so
I will not be that concerned either way. Think about that. Let's pause on that just for a second. Think about that. Have that going in the back of your head. Think about Stewart Copeland, his career, his attitude, his personality, his confidence. Look at the confidence. He's got this challenge coming up. He's spinning sticks. He's stirring his coffee with a drumstick and licking it off the stick.
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
Here's your challenge. You're going to be on Drumeo. It's the biggest drumming platform in the world, and you're going to have this crazy challenge, and you know, it might work, might not, and here's your challenge. Doesn't care. So, you got to earn that. I'm tempted to say arrogance. Now, there's nothing wrong with arrogance.
That's pretty arrogant, considering the company you're in.
Yes, sir.
I like that in the pilot.
No, I'll go with arrogance. It's a bit of musical arrogance. He does not care. It's confidence. It's arrogance. Arrogance is too loaded a word. I don't want any derogatory terms towards Stewart Copeland because he's such an incredible drummer. He's a personal hero and favorite of mine. But anyway, word salad. Let's just keep it rolling. Calm down, Andrew. I'm already at 11. I want to bring it down to like a 9 or a 9.5.
So we've got a bunch of options prepped. If you know it, just give me the thumbs up and we'll jump to the next one.
Yeah.
You ready? All right. Here is our first choice.
Lucky for you, I don't know any songs.
So many of you watching this series on YouTube don't even play the drums, and there's no better feeling than kicking off the new year by taking that first step towards something you've always
That's a
wanted
nice
to
jumper,
do.
by the way.
Inside the Drumeo platform, we'll teach you how to get started with beginner lessons and courses,
Simon
amazing
Phillips, Alice
teachers,
DiPadio.
and the best drumming community in the world. I'd love for you to try it out for free by clicking the link down in the description, and I hope you're excited to get behind the drum kit and make playing music a big part of your year.
Man, he does that pitch so much better than me, but I will add on, and I don't want to eat Brandon's lunch here, but I am a partner with Drumeo through me, guys, through me. He's offering you a 7-day free trial. It's very gracious. It's a very nice thing to do. 30 days, 30-day free trial on me. Hit the link in the description. 30 days, that'll take you the whole way through January or whenever you see this video. It's a long time. It is actually plenty of time to see if it is a good fit for you. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Who knows? But maybe it is. Let's keep it going.
All right, partner.
Oh, no.
Keep on rolling, baby.
No, don't roll it. Don't roll it.
What has happened? He's catching all those vocal hits. Dynamics, what? He's definitely never heard the song, and I love it.
I would be playing the octobands more, but I can't remember where they are, and my aim is not so good.
We got to talk to the original drummer. I'm sure there were octos all over it.
Yeah,
Did he just, was that
yeah,
it?
all over that Lin 2000.
Exactly.
It's a fun song to play.
Hey, do you know it?
But no.
Beautiful.
Who was that, by the way?
That's Limp Bizkit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like those guys in concept. I'm not that familiar with their music, but yeah.
With John Otto on drums, who's a
Killer
monster player.
Right.
And I'd love to know, for anyone who isn't familiar with like your approach to coming up with parts and stuff, obviously it's very like improvisational and
This one is
instinctual. Like, can you talk a little bit about that and when you come up with drum parts, what the process is like?
Again, I don't want to cut off Stewart Copeland from how he's about to answer this question, because it is the question. How do you approach the drum parts? So unusual hearing the song, and straight away, yeah, he's never heard this because he was way off what the original track was, in a good way. In a good way. It's great to hear his take on it and how he would. It seemed like they just played the song and he just literally just stream of consciousness just played whatever came to mind. Without a care in the world, floating around, very floaty style. It was a little bit non-committal because he doesn't know it, and because he's just playing. He's just playing. And it's quite jarring, as always, to when you do know the original track and when you know John Otto's style, which is just heavy pocket, pretty straightforward style. That new metal style where everything was big and fat and chunky and groovy. And that wasn't the way Stewart Copeland approached it. He is, how could we put it? I would call his style more experimental, unusual. He's got a really unusual style and a bit more improvisational, where he's not really happy just sitting in a groove. I personally don't feel like that's his comfort zone. Most of us are actually comfortable sitting in the pocket, sitting in the groove, grooving away. I feel like he's got so many other things going on. It's just idea. Oh, I'll do that. I'll double up on the hi-hats. I'll go over to the rototoms or the octobans. A tom melody, which he dropped into a tom melody. It's like, I would never have even thought of that. But anyway, let's see how the man himself answers the question.
Mike?
I don't. I just make this shit up. I kind of look for an alternative. The track needs.
The track needed that, and he looked for an alternative. Another thing to bookmark in your mind.
Okay, I can provide that, but I'm an asshole, so I'm probably going to not provide that. I'm going to do something else.
I love him.
And that's why everyone loves Stewart Copeland.
Yeah.
Except for the band.
So even with the Police, that was your whole approach, was instinct, just do kind of whatever comes to mind.
Instinct.
Yeah,
that's the word.
I actually did try very hard to make my band happy. And when Stingo would have an idea for something, I absolutely would listen, because he actually is pretty good at this stuff. And I would listen, but then I'd forget. And instinct takes over, and I did my best. I only wished to please. And I wasn't being obstinate or anything when I didn't do what he asked. It was just because I forgot. And every morning, I'm sure Sting would look in the mirror with Trudy standing next to him saying, just let Stuart be Stuart. And he would try his best. But then pretty soon I'd start playing all kinds of bullshit over his great song. And every morning I would look in the mirror with Fiona at my side saying, just give him what he wants. Just today, I'm gonna make Sting happy. Didn't last.
But that's the magic right there.
Well, that was the intention.
It is.
That was the
It's the
intention. Our intentions were always really good, but then that old bugaboo, that thing that used to always piss us both off, that point of conflict would always rear its ugly head, that thing known as the music. And the reason for that is we make music for different reasons. We listen to music for different reasons. We listen out for different things in the music. Most people listen to a song and they listen to the words in the song, and they drive in their car and they're singing the words to the song, and that's a story. I don't listen to the words. I don't listen to the singing. I listen to the riff.
Yeah.
As I'm fond of saying, I don't know the words to any Beatles songs, but I can sing you every Ringo drum fill.
He is an intelligent man. He is what I would call a pure musician. No filter. Just hears, processes, and it just comes out. He's a beautiful, beautiful musician.
I'm a riff guy. And for me, the song is in service of the riff. In fact, the whole song and riff are in service of the band, which is bass backwards. I understand that. I appreciate that. I'm wrong on that subject.
Backwards.
The world would disagree with me on that subject. That would probably hold this notion that I do not hold the notion that the band is in service of the song. Fuck off! I'm banging shit here. Sing your goddamn song, but I'm banging shit here.
So right now, we're gonna play you the original version of this song with the drums in.
Okay.
so you can hear John Otto.
John
on
Otto's
this
a
track.
great player.
Go, John.
Yeah.
Barker.
See there?
People in the house put their hands in the air, 'cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Chosen for your fix of the Limp Bizkit mix.
See, that's the overdub that Andy would have stopped me from playing
But you did it anyways.
because he's not here. Go, John. That's a great track.
Any final thoughts on this whole experience?
Well, I just noticed that, by the way, these are my drums. I go to play a show with the Atlanta Symphony or the Vancouver or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's drums there. Jeff sets them up. They're store-bought. My drums are, you can buy them in any store, and they do, and I different drum set every city I play,
Yeah.
so I don't have to carry them around, but these are mine.
Luxury.
I never play these unless I'm doing a show in LA. I never play these drums.
How does it feel to play your own drums?
I like them. I got another set back home, my studio drums, which never leave the studio. It's like the drum set at Motown. If you want a different drum sound, get a different studio. Those
Yeah.
drums stay there. Jeff, we should be bringing these drums around. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. At our age, no way.
Well, that's going to wrap up Stuart Here's a Song for the first time.
Really interesting and really revealing to get the insights into these legends and their approach to writing drum parts or composing drum parts, and just the insights into their personality and how they approach things. Yeah, I mean, we're always sort of going to bias confirm what we personally think are the important things. Now, I would love to hear your takes, what you took away from this. Of course, hit me up in the comments as always. Now, conceptually, what I found fascinating about this one was again, I've got to be careful my use of words here. I want to say the lack of care. I don't mean that he doesn't care about music. I mean, he doesn't care about his ego or how he looks. In a funny way, it's the opposite of not caring about the music. By not caring or not being concerned with the end result, demonstrates an amazing power of improvisation, of lack of ego. All he wants is a good result. All he wants is to have a bit of fun, I think. I feel like he's quite a performer. He probably wants to entertain the audience. He probably wants to entertain the guys in the control room. So it's this real freedom. He's got a certain freedom. He doesn't care who he offends. I mean, Sting, we're talking about someone who's basically at the top of the tree of music. You know, it's almost like a Beatles. It's like this Beatles, Rolling Stones, elevated, rare air type of artist, Sting. And he doesn't care. He just talks like, he doesn't worship him. He doesn't suck up. He's just not trying to get in with anyone he's not trying to say the right thing. He's just being himself. And if anything, if that's the only thing you take away from this video, just be yourself. There are plenty of cheesy life coaching sort of motifs around all that stuff of be the best version of yourself.
The only competition you have is yourself. Yesterday.
All of that, cheeseball stuff, but it's actually there for a reason. Like, it's actually true. If you try and be a carbon copy. So if I'm a huge fan of Stewart Copeland. Now, I don't sound anything like Stewart Copeland other than attempting a bunch of Police covers on my channel. But if I tried to be Stewart Copeland if I tried to sound like him, if I tried to make the musical choices he makes, if I tried to get his little splashes and his octabounds and all the stuff, and all I want to do is be Stewart Copeland, I'm not going to be very good. I'm going to be diet Stewart Copeland. I'm going to be Stewart Copeland light. You know, if you want a Stewart Copeland type of drummer, you get Stewart Copeland. You don't get someone who's trying to be Stewart Copeland. And that whole thing doesn't work anyway, because you're never actually going to sound like the person. You're going to sound like yourself trying to sound like someone else. What do I want to do in this situation? And kind of like what he said, if it doesn't work, it might not be a case of you adjusting to fit the band. It might be, I'll find a different project that aligns with my concepts and my goals and how I hear and feel music. Yeah, that lack of concern about image or how things should be. No, I'm going to play this how I want to play it. Huge. Stewart Copeland is one of these totally out of the box drummers where it's just, he's so recognizable. You know, he'll play something and you just go, well, without even seeing him, I know that's Stewart Copeland. I can just tell from the sound of the drums, the choices, the little splashes, the intensity, the doubling up on the hi-hats. There's so much personality in his playing. And it's something that we probably have lost a little bit in the copy and paste world of music these days. We've lost a little bit of that originality, of that intensity. And if there's any word that describes Stewart Copeland for me, it's intensity. You can see it in his personality. You can hear it in his drumming. Amazing. A couple of other things I'll just mention real quick. His energy, which is, palpable, and his unpredictability. He's an unpredictable person. I never know what he's going to say. He's kind of the person you'd invite around and you'd be like, oh God, don't say anything, please just, but you can't keep him on a leash. You would invite him around to the dinner party and you're just like, oh, I really hope he doesn't start going on about, but in a good way. But at the same time, everybody loves him for that. So I'm sure you can see that I'm quite the fan of Stewart Copeland. I'm just going to calm it down right now. And we will wrap up the video there, guys. As always, original video link in the description of each of my videos. Of course, go along, check it out. Subscribe to Drumeo if you aren't already. And pick up my 30-day free trial. Go check it out. Get 2025 kicked off in the right way with a free 30-day Drumeo membership. Go get it on me for free. If you out there have a direct reaction request that you definitely want to guarantee gets on this channel, the only way I can guarantee requests at this point is via that PayPal link. And that's just to say a big thank you to the people who are supporting this channel, keeping the mics and the lights on, and just keeping things running here. It's the only way I really get to say a proper thank you. I do also have a Patreon. That's just $5 a month. Through that, you get access to the blocked videos. As always, hit me up with a comment. I'd love to hear your take on this video or what you would like me to check out in the future. Guys, with all of that said, I will catch you on the next video. Take it easy. Keep chopping wood.